Gallispera, fellow Athenians, and welcome off the Acropolis to join me on this hunt. It's that time of year where you can tell Demeter's humor based off of the weather, and I'd say right now, it's looking pretty chilly. My name's Heather Miller, and I work for Manassas City Library. You may have seen me protecting the Caranethian stag, or perhaps betting on whether Icarus or Daedalus could stay in the sky for longer. Icarus didn't stay very long. Now, it's also that time of year that we're discussing things about love and hearts. But really, today, we're not going to talk about the ancient history of Aphrodite or Eros. No, we're going to discuss what happens when Artemis catches someone spying on her and her retinue.
For those of you still attending Camp Half-Blood, or who have yet to earn your way into New Rome University, stick to Persephone's herbal teas. Each time a nymph annoys her, I've heard her selection grows. For those of you old enough to vote in the Ecclesia, or to play around at Kotovos, keep your alcohol separate from your chariot racing. You wouldn't want to accidentally set the world on fire. Today, we'll be crafting some Artemesian Moonshine from Albert and Encke's Nectar of the Gods, whose dedication reverently reads, to Dionysus, duh. If you're interested in seeing this recipe in writing, or trying some other ones, I might recommend Pandora's Jar, The Lebooze of Heracles, Achilles' Smashed Heel, or Eros on the Beach. Check this book out at your local library. For this recipe, you'll need limes, ice, moonshine, lemons, dry red wine or the blood of a petty mortal, and simple syrup. Unjam your knife from any hoplite shields it might be stuck in. Slice your lime down to create a lime wheel. Points for the gift of Cassandra if you had the foresight to dry it out ahead of time so it could float atop your drink instead of wedge on the side. Just don't be surprised if everyone believes it was agora-bought, since such a beauty could never be homemade. Use the strength from your archery and weapons training to add your lemon juice. Repeat this with your lime. And when you've disappointed the goddess enough with your feeble attempts, remember, Hephaestus has plenty of inventions for this kind of task. When you've used those to soften the lime up, feel free to finish it off with your grip strength to come back to Artemis's good graces. Add some Hyperborean ice from the last time you ventured to see Boreas. Add in moonshine, bestowed upon you by any number of goddesses, Selene, Artemis, Hecate. Add in some simple syrup. Shake your drink like Poseidon during a holy temper tantrum. If you're a mortal using alcohol, open up your wine bottle and murmur a Homeric hymn to Dionysus. Always good to cover your bases, lest you get turned into a dolphin. Now, pour in some of that moonshine. Next, pour in your wine, and try to make it less messy than when Actaeon's hounds tore him to pieces for interrupting Artemis's forest bubble bath. And there you have it, Albert and Encke's Artemesian Moonshine, the perfect drink, whether you want to enjoy the madness of the Maenads or have a cozy philosophical argument during part 1 of your symposium.
Thank you for joining us today, and stay tuned next month for more bookish beverages and dastardly drinks. Until then, cheers, and try not to catch the fancy or ire of any deity, else you might end up in our next one of these.